South Africa have reached their first ever World Cup final with a demolition job against Afghanistan. What a performance by the Proteas. It was worth waiting up for this game. It was worth waking up for this game, staying awake for this game, whatever you guys may have done. I stayed up for this because I knew that this was going to be a crunching game. It's going to be an important game, but I never expected what I saw today. The Proteas were on fire from the first ball. It was an absolute massacre of the Afghanistan team. I do feel a little bit sorry for them. They have had quite a difficult couple of days after their um, game against Australia. I heard that there were some delayed flights, etc., and it hasn't been the best preparation for the semi-final for them. But what a performance from the Proteas! I don't think anybody would have used excuses if it was the roles were reversed. So I have to say hats off to the Proteas for their absolutely magnificent performance with the ball. And we saw something special with the bat that came at absolutely the perfect time as well, I would say. This was this is a moment to really be proud of. This is a moment for all of us to be proud of as South Africans because we have waited for this moment for a long time. Now, yes, the Proteas women beat the Proteas men to reaching a final in the World Cup first. They did so not so long ago when South Africa hosted the T20 World Cup. But this is a big one for the men's team. This is a mountain that they haven't climbed before. This is a chance for them that they have never previously experienced. That's absolutely magnificent from this performance from this team, and we are going to review this entire final. It's not a lot to go by. There's not a lot of cricket to talk about, but still, we need to speak about this particular game and we need to cover it and we need to celebrate as a nation together as we go into the biggest hurdle that we would face yet. But first, before we get started with the show, before we get going, I first would like you guys to please, if you are new to this channel and it's the first time that you are here, and wherever you guys are watching us today on X, on Facebook, head over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell for all future videos as well. If you guys are new to this show and you haven't been here before, you wouldn't know that we have a magazine, a monthly magazine that comes straight to your inbox every single month. And the link is right now on your screen as well as in the description as well. So please go ahead and get your copies straight away. That's our bread and butter, guys. That's what keeps us going. So please go ahead and subscribe to that. I'd also like you guys to please smash that button for the Proteas. Smash it for the Proteas because, I mean, wow, what a victory. So we need you to smash that like button, comment, and share as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into the review. I'm looking forward to discussing this. A very good morning and welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine. This is your review show. I'm your host, Khalid, and this is the show where we talk about everything that has to do with the semi final between South Africa and Afghanistan. Now, this is a call in show. I'm going to take your calls a little bit later after I do my review of the game. So if you guys want to wait at the back end, you may, but you can also call in a little bit later and click the link a little bit later if you want to as well. If you want to still get involved with the live chat and all of those type of things. I will read the live chat a little bit at the end of the show. So please stay tuned for that as well. But let's get straight into today's game and what took place. So Afghanistan won the toss. Rashid Khan won the toss and he put South Africa into bowl first. Well, they went into bat first. And I spoke about it on the preview show. I said South Africa's whole game plan needs to start with how we bowl to those opening batters of Afghanistan. If we can take them out cheaply and easily, the game is almost there. We just need to continuously apply the pressure, and then we would find ourselves in a great position and possibly win the match. And that's exactly what happened. And I was so impressed with Marco Jansen today, the way he opened the bowling. Okay, yes, he had a couple of wides here and there, but I think that is okay because they were searching for certain deliveries. It also kind of set the opposition batter up in a way. Um, when he was trying new things. But obviously, he didn't try to bowl those wides. But what I'm saying is that it did put the batter a little bit off because then the next delivery, he would find a peach of a delivery and always trying to set up the opposition batter. So he was fantastic. He started off magnificently. He bowled extremely well in his first over and he got a wicket in his first over. And he's been doing that quite often in recent times for South Africa. So I like to see that he's kept on doing that. And it was a very good catch by Riza Hendricks for that first wicket. And then that second wicket by Janssen. What a beautiful delivery. Shaping and doing all the things. This pitch was a difficult pitch to bat on. I'm not going to lie and say that it wasn't. There was a lot of cracks on the wicket. There was a lot of patches on the wicket. There was a lot of uneven bounce, etc. So it wasn't the easiest wicket to bat on. And Afghanistan really didn't need to come out swinging like some of them did. I felt that they needed to feel and try and get here 130, 140, and that would have been a decent target to defend. I think even 120 would have been an easy target to defend, or decent target to defend on this particular wicket. So I wasn't very impressed with the way they approached their batting. And I did know that if we can take two quick wickets and at least take their openers out, that would be a difficult task for them. But they never recovered. It was 16 for 2 after 2.3 overs. And then Kagiso Rabada. Now, a lot of people questioned why Kagiso is playing in this World Cup. Why has he been selected in this World Cup? He shouldn't be the first pick. A lot of people, even during the World Cup, said that he should be dropped for Neil Bartman. And I did say that experience in these moments, I said, if you want to experiment with bowlers, especially taking out an experienced bowler, you need to do that then earlier on in the tournament, not when it's getting to crunch time, especially when your senior bowlers are starting to find great form. And Kagiso started off a little bit wonky, but he kept on building momentum. And to this particular performance today, absolutely fantastic. Two beautiful deliveries he got to get to get a wicket, to get wickets today. He dismissed Mohammad Nabi, the beautiful delivery. It was absolutely a peach of delivery. And also Ibrahim Zadran, the other opener for Afghanistan as well, taking him out. So South Africa got rid of that top four, top five extremely, extremely quickly. It was 23 for 5 after Nokia took out Omazai. And then it was the next delivery was that took out, and then at that stage it was 28 for 6 after Omazai was taken out. But that wasn't before, obviously, Karote was also taken out by Marco Jansen for his third. So the openers, the opening bowling pair, the switch from the captain, the trust in his bowlers was fantastic. After Nokia's wicket, they were 28 for 6 after 6.3 overs, and South Africa were all over Afghanistan. At that point, I said, we need to keep our foot on their throat. We need to go for the kill because, generally speaking, South Africa have a tendency to allow teams to get back into the match. And we've seen a lot of games that we should maybe bowl teams out for under 120, and then a team goes on to score 150 because we allow the game to run away from us a little bit, and we lose that killer instinct at the wrong times. So I thought it was absolutely fantastic from the how we kept the pressure. We did allow Afghanistan to kind of get into the match a little bit. I'm not going to lie about that. They got to 50 runs, but it was at that stage where Karim Janat was dismissed by who other than Tabraj Shamsi, another person that has gotten a lot of stick over time, and he proved everybody again wrong. And it was absolutely fantastic from this guy. He was brilliant in his accuracy. And remember, this is a team that's supposed to be generally good against spin, and he played absolute blinder with the ball today. He was absolutely fantastic. You can say our best bowler on the day when it comes to the figures, because he only bowled 1.5 overs and he took 3 for 6, 3.27 economy rate, only one wide today. Brilliant performance for Drbray Shams. He took out Noor Ahmad, he took out Naveen Al Haq. It was a massacre. I mean, they kept them at 50 for 9. Um, and it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was brilliant. I mean, Rashid Khan was dismissed, bowled beautifully again against Nokia as well. So it was a fantastic, fantastic bowling performance all around. We bowled them out for 56 runs, guys. Now, there are some stats to maybe throw your way. This was the lowest T20 total ever against South Africa. This was Afghanistan's lowest ever total in T20 cricket. And it was the first time that a team was bowled out for below 100 in a semi-final of a T20 World Cup. So this was records galore from a South African perspective. We were clinical in the field. We were great with the ball. We kept our line and lengths beautifully. We bowled to the conditions after being asked to bowl first as well. So that just makes it even more sweet. The figures today: Marco Jansen 3 for 16, economy of 5.33. Keshav only bowled 1 over, 0 for 6, economy of 6. Kagiso Rabada was brilliant, 2 for 14 in 3 overs, 4 for 66. Nokia 2 for 7, 3 overs. Debray Shamsi 3 for 6, 1.5 overs. Then came the batting performance. Now, I was a little bit nervy because I knew that this wicket was going to be difficult. And I knew that it wasn't going to be an easy one, especially with two out of form batters at the crease, namely Riza Hendricks and Aiden Markram. Now, that means that Quinton de Kock lost his wicket early, and he did. He got an absolute beauty of a delivery. Now, I have to give props to the Afghanistan bowlers. Faruqi's been phenomenal this tournament, leading wicket taker actually in this tournament so far. Absolutely fantastic. The way they were moving the ball around early on, keeping the consistency, setting up the batters, and particularly Naveen as Al Haq as well. The two of them were just absolutely fantastic, and I think we marshaled it quite well. We played the situation quite well. Got a little bit lucky here and there, but this was absolutely fantastic batting from after Quinton got a peach by Faruqi, Riza Hendricks and Aiden Markram coming to form at the perfect time. I feel I'm glad that the two of them spent time at the crease. Both of them got to play in a difficult strip, got their eye in, were, were brilliant with got good balls, and they did the right things, blocked it, built themselves up to a point where their eye was in, and then they also went for it with Riza Hendricks hitting 3 4s, Aiden Markram hitting 4 4s, and also Riza Hendricks hitting the winning runs. He finished with 29 of 25 balls, and Markram finished with 23 of 21 balls. So a positive strike rate over there, but it's just really good that they could get some time at the crease and that they could get some runs under their belt before the final. Fantastic, fantastic performance today. Guys, please smash that like button. Please, if you are new to this channel, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching us on other platforms, please head over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Don't forget to also like and comment and share once this video has been finished streaming after we ended the stream. So please go ahead and do all of those prompts for me if you can, please. And if you are new to this channel and you don't know what else we offer, I just want to just give a quick plug over here. Recently, we have launched something very exciting for business owners, people that are trying to sell services and products. We have the Cricket Fanatics magazine marketplace. We are going to be selling your products and services, and you guys will not have to pay anything upfront. We will put together your sales pages, and we will do advertising on our Facebook page, etc. You guys will obviously have to pay for your advertising, but on the Facebook page itself. But come have a chat with us. We will put together the whole sales funnel, the sales page, etc. And you only pay us once you have made the sale. So there's no risk involved for you on your side. So come, go to the link in the description, have a conversation with us. The conversation is free. Have a conversation with us. Chat to us about different options that we can offer. And it's the perfect time right now to do so, especially with how well South Africa has been playing in this World Cup. So please go ahead and do so. Okay, I'm about to take callers, guys. So let's start with the first caller. Safaraz is in the back end waiting. You guys can click on the link. It's attached to the live chat. It is pinned to the live chat if you want to have your say about this particular performance. So first and foremost, Safaraz, what would you like to say? Take it away, bro.
Khalid, you don't understand for how many years I was waiting for this. For 26 years. I mean, I can't express the emotion that I'm feeling because when I was growing up, I always used to hear these stories or all the lores about the great South African teams, how great they were. They were so close to reaching the final. Whether it is the 1992 World Cup, 1999 World Cup. I mean, I can go on. I mean, last year World Cup also. I mean, a country that produces some of the most top class cricketers. They are considered to be legends in the game, whether it is Herschel Gibbs, Sean Pollock, Mikhail Antini. I mean, I can go on, man. The kind of talent that South Africa has produced, they should have been winning multiple ICC trophies, man. But
Yeah.
man, but to see now South Africa finally crossing that line, I mean, that it's an explosion of emotion. The curse has finally ended. I mean, Khalid, it's coming home, man. It's
Oh,
coming finally home to Saturday. Yeah, I
we hope
believe
so.
that. Now, I know England and India are very formidable opponent. Being from India, of course, I want my country to win, but it will be very special for South Africa to finally, to get over the line and to finally, get the trophy. And Khalid, I know, I think so. We have been having this conversation regarding, regarding the status of cricket within the South Africa. That it's not that popular. I think so. This win will actually help in spreading this game of cricket at least to the nook and corner of the country. Make people aware that yeah, this game is a future. I mean, actually, I was talking with this rugby enthusiast, okay, in the Twitter. He was
Mhm.
saying that why should we care about other sports? Why should we care about football and cricket? We are already four-time rugby champions. I get it. Springboks is a very formidable team. I'm a Springbok fan also, but you have to pay attention to other sports also. I come from a country where cricket is given much more importance over other sports. I mean, we are the eight-time Olympic champions, but we never given any attention to the sports of hockey. Similar to I think so what cricket is facing in South Africa. I hope that when South Africa wins the World Cup, it will make a significant change. I hope in South African society. But let's see in the final. I think so, Khalid. I think so. You will also stream when the final will happen. I hope that. um, I mean, I want to see, but Khalid, I want to know from you, man. How are you feeling as a South African? To finally see a team that that should have been in the World Cup final for many years to finally reach that summit. How do you feel?
Emotional. I mean, I had tears in my eyes at the final. At the end of the game, I had to a little bit compose myself before while I was setting up for the stream, etc. But this means a lot because I mean, especially to us here on this channel as well, because we put so much hard work into this. I put so much hard work into supporting South African cricket and promoting South African cricket. I mean, we've been doing this now for 3 years now on YouTube at least, 4 or 5 years now. We've been doing the magazine, and it's been really tough because we had to overcome a hell of a lot of adversity. I mean, when we launched the magazine, we just launched it in July 2019, and then COVID hit not so long afterwards, and it made it very difficult for us to do and cover the sport. And I had to push through that. Uh, Obviously 2 years of COVID, and then we had the whole the SJN meetings that happened, and there was a whole lot of talks about racism and transformation, and all of those things were coming out, and we had to cover that, and we were getting a lot of backlash, and certain people that were potentially going to sponsor saying no, they don't want to now because of our stance for the SAN and the Black Lives Matter movement and all of those things that happened during that period. It went through that whole turmoil, and then we dipped, and then CSA almost collapsed. We almost lost the Proteas as a team, naming the naming rights and all of those type of things. We almost lost that. We lost sponsors. Nobody wanted to be involved with cricket, and we were still kicking on, supporting. Domestic system change, the whole Mark Boucher situation, him leaving, Enoch coming in as director, getting new coaches. So there was a hell of a lot of turmoil that we had to face while covering this, and we've been through heartbreak after heartbreak together as a fan base, and to finally get this moment to reach a final, I think for me, for the guys that have been following from the beginning of Young Cricket Fanatics, I mean, we all probably feeling the same way right now, ecstatic, emotional, happy, everything in one, a whole roller coaster, a whole bunch of emotions all in one. So yeah, it's very difficult to put it into a sentence, into 1 to 2 words there,
Khalid,
Sarfaraz. But
Khalid,
yeah.
Khalid, I can understand, man. I mean, you have done a very great job, to go through such hardship, and I hope that that the kind of hard work that you guys are doing in Cricket Magazine, it pays off, and I hope that the cricket finally goes out of the the private schools and reaches the townships and suburbs, so that we can see more talent coming up from the township, and this World Cup win actually will inspire generation. And I hope that South African government finally, I am hearing this, that the World Cup is not being broadcasting through SCBC, and nobody can access super sports, but I think so that they should now put it on SCBC now that South
Yeah,
Africa has reached the final.
yeah, they
And another
definitely
thing,
have to find a way. That's the only way it's going to
yeah,
get to
another
the masses ultimately. Because I was having this debate with someone else actually in a week about asking why can't they maybe stream this to a YouTube channel or something like that. It's because the amount of money that you make on YouTube in South Africa isn't sustainable enough for you to put the production costs in to do a live stream to a YouTube channel. The amount of money that you're going to put in to just doing the live stream of a game and getting all the rights and paying for it so that you can obviously stream it, it's going to cost too much money for them to do so for the return that they're going to get on investment. So it's crazy that SABC isn't involved, because that's the only way this game is going to be spread to the masses. And you know that we live in a generation of TikTok and 30-second videos now. People don't really, kids don't really have that attention span. I mean, so many cinemas are closing down. Kids can't even sit in a cinema without being on their phone. And even if they do go to a cinema to watch a movie for 2 hours or so, they're very fidgety. They're not really all in, and it has to be necessarily maybe a movie that they want to watch. So cricket is a longer form game. I mean, rugby luckily is 80 minutes, so it's over quicker than most other
yeah,
sports.
Khalid, actually, I think so. They should broadcast now. That I think the South African government they sent a Twitter notification that congratulating the South Africa reaching this final. I think so. They will also congratulate. I think so. They should do that. But Khalid, one person that has to be given main credit for that, Graham Smith. Graham Smith starting SA20 was a game changer, I believe. It kind of, I believe that starting of the SA20 kind of helped those players, to gain that confidence and actually help their game. I don't know, but I think so. Graham Smith played a very important role in that.
Mm. Yeah, a lot of people are going to give him a lot of praise for that and what it's done. For the shorter format, I definitely agree. But what it's going to do to our to keeping cricket alive in the country, I would definitely say so, because it is bringing in people from all walks of life that don't really actually watch cricket. You know how many times I actually walk into the SA20 stadium, talk to fans, and none of them know anything about cricket. They're just there for the vibe. So it's bringing people into the stadiums again, and at least it's putting um, you can say a spotlight on cricket once again. So that's a good thing. But Safras, your final words, bro, before I get the next call on.
Um, okay, so final words. I mean, I hope South Africa performs well and they bring the cup. I know if it is against my India, of course I have to root for my country. But if it is against England, I'm rooting for South Africa. That's for sure. But still, even if South Africa wins against India, I'll be pretty much happy. I'm not that be bad and miserable because see, man, I mean India has won trophies. I think so. South Africa is it's South Africa's time to win us ICC trophy now. I think so. We have won, so that's my thing. So hopefully, best of luck to you guys.
Thank you, and good luck to you too. And I hope that we beat you in the final. Actually, I mean England. I'm not such a big fan of England, but so like I do enjoy the Indian national team as well. I like watching them play as well. I have a couple of favorite players there, but I mean, I would want England. I think because I think we'll have maybe an easier game against England than against India.
I mean, who
So
likes who likes England? Come on, man. I mean, they are a bunch of snobbish, patronizing guys, man. Especially their media. Whether it is the football team, their rugby, or their cricket team, they'll say, "Oh, they're the best in the world." All this shit. Anyways, thank you.
thank you. See you again soon. Thank you for the call, bro. So I'm gonna get the next caller on the show right now. Um, We've got Asharath with me. Welcome to the show, bro. Have your say. Go
Hi,
ahead.
hi.
It's your time to shine.
Hi, Khalid, bro. Hope you can hear me. Am I audible?
Perfect.
Perfect. I am lost for words. I'm emotional right now. Right? I'm from India, by the way. I've been supporting this team forever. It takes me back to 1996, where I think I was in fifth grade, where South Africa lost to West Indies in the quarterfinals. The heartbreak started back then. The very minute Risa Hendricks hit the boundary, I mean, I was very, very emotional. I just couldn't help myself. I'm feeling very, very happy right now for this team. I really hope it's just one match to go. Hope they can go all the way. And absolutely
W- w-
nothing, no complaints at all. It's been a perfect performance. There's nothing at all to speak about.
Yeah, you notice that normally I start off with negatives, and today I didn't do so. So I don't even want to get into that. Who was your man of the match? Let me get you.
Right. For me, I think man of the match is definitely, Janssen, because Gurba's wicket was the key. Because as you've seen in every match, it's the opening partnership which is the key for Afghanistan. To break that, though he bowled a couple of wides, but I think once he got onto the, perfect length bowling, he was on the money. He got the first two breaks and brilliant captaincy by Aiden Markram. He got Keshav Maharaj in the second over and immediately he realized that's not the way. And he brought Rabada back and he took two wickets in the first over. Absolutely brilliant. No words.
And I have to ask you about the batters. Are you happy that Riza and Aiden got an opportunity now to have a little bit of a knock in the middle now?
Absolutely. To be honest, even though it was a small target, my heart was pumping fast because at the end of the day, we all know that when it comes to chasing, it's a tricky and it's a very tricky pitch, right? So when Pini got out, again, it was like, okay, I thought I'll turn off the TV, but then I was like, no, this is a small score. We can do it. But yeah, it was Reza's, batting, which actually gave me some confidence. I'm sure it'll give him some confidence as well going to the next match to and Markram as well. I think he found he found some few in the middle of the bat. So I think we are in a good space. But let's take it one day at a time. We still have 2 days. Let the boys relax and then come back with.
Okay, final thoughts. Give your final thoughts. Maybe a message out there to the fans or to the Proteas if you want to, if they are watching. I don't know if they're going to watch, but I think they should watch the stream.
Right. Oh, if you're watching, it was an amazing, amazing performance. Like I said, there is nothing negative to speak about. It's a perfect performance. I really hope they can produce the same performance in the finals, irrespective of it is India or England, doesn't matter. As long as you can keep the basics right and keep the mentality or the mind in control, everything should be in space for us.
Sharath, bro. Thank you a lot for for calling in and coming on again for the show. I really enjoyed your chat. I'll speak to you again soon. Perhaps maybe after the review, once we've won the final. Hopefully, cross fingers. That would be a great stream. Thanks a lot, bro. If you guys want to call in, the live chat link is on the top. You guys can click it over there, and you can call in and have your say if you want to. This is your fan calling show. I'm going to start getting into the live chat. Guys, I won't be able to get right to the top, so I'm just going to start at a random place over here. Let's start with uh, Amit asking, did the cock get too injured with that ball? No, I don't think. I think he was fine afterwards. It didn't hit him in his. It didn't look like it hit him in his ribs or hit any bone. It looked like it hit flesh. So I think he'll be okay. Um, Ivan says one more Quentin de Kock in class and special, and so and SA are champions. It's the perfect opportunity now for everybody to come in here with 100% form over here and coming here with no worries. There's no baggage here. There's no need to feel pressure. This is it's been done for the first time. So there's no pressure, guys. That's the best thing about going into this final now. It's the first time it's been done. So whatever they do, they setting the standard. So for me personally, I don't think they need to go. If I was their coach or I was their mentor or the mental coaches, I would tell them, guys, go out there and enjoy this moment. Go out there, play your game, and don't think about anything else but just enjoy the moment and play this game according to the conditions. Just play your natural game and go out there and do your best, because they've they've done something that no other South African men's team has ever done before. So they set the standard. There's no chokers tag anymore because no one's ever choked in a final, from a South African standpoint for Proteas team. So there's nothing to go back on and say, they chokers anymore, because we've gotten through the semi-final stage. We haven't choked in a semi-final. You can't call us chokers for not for something that's never happened before, which is choking in the final. So that's a positive way of looking at it, and maybe a little bit more of an optimistic way of looking at it. And I tried to be as optimistic as possible. Tex says just one more win, and I believe we can beat anyone in the final. PG3 says Afghanistan players were tired, didn't get at all due to flight delay. Didn't get rest at all due to flight delay. I mentioned that at the top of the show, but I don't think that's necessarily going as necessarily that can be used as an excuse, and I don't think they will use it as an excuse. But it is a little bit shocking that that happened. It's unfair. Unfortunately, that is what it is. But I still do think that the Proteas played a almost perfect game today, and many would say it was a perfect game. And Markram was looking for that perfect game, and with the ball, it definitely was. And I would say that if you take away Quinton, because we know Quinny will have lows and he will have highs, and he can come off and he doesn't come off, and that's just the norm with Quinton de Kock. We kind of as a fan base have to get lucky that when he does hit form and start smashing, but at least we got our two out of form batters to perform as well as they did, um, to get some time in the middle, feel ball on the willow. They got a couple of boundaries. They ran well between the wickets. They picked their singles. They even ran threes today. So I was really happy with their performance as well. Benita says, I'm seeing defending champions England versus South Africa final. Jenny says, well done, Proteas, breaking the chokers curse. Our bowlers are rocked. Tala says, it doesn't matter who we will play. I think we will be up for it. Let's go all the way. What a story it will be going on to win a World Cup undefeated. It will be remembered for ages. That would be fantastic if we can do that. I think it will be brilliant. And like Sarfa said, I think it will be brilliant for the game. It will be brilliant for cricket in South Africa. The reason I think that the popularity of cricket has fallen, or I felt that it's fallen, is because of the lack of World Cups. There was a period, and I speak about it a lot, when I was in high school, there was a period before we won that 2000, after we won that 2007 Rugby World Cup, there was a period where we kind of dipped with the support of rugby. We got a new regime in, new players in, all the players retired, etc. And we were really struggling. We were getting slapped by almost every team. We were really struggling as a Bok unit. And I even saw that filter down into Super Rugby at the time. When I went to Stormers games before the 2007, before that World Cup win in 2007, the stadiums were packed, and it was difficult to get a Stormers ticket locally. Even if you went to Loftus or you went to any of the other stadiums around the country, it was packed. But then when we were in that terrible form, rugby, Springboks wise, the support kind of stopped. I saw more empty stadiums in big games. I mean, I went to a Crusader Stormers game and it was empty, and I was shocked. There was more All Blacks Crusader supporters than there were Stormers supporters in the stands at the time. And it took a while for rugby to rejuvenate and find its form again, and they had to be resuscitated. And when they won that World Cup, afterwards, the whole country came together, and we got lucky that we got to see, obviously, back-to-back World Cups. That's something that's never been done before by a South African team. So fantastic the way that brought the whole country together. And rugby is in its best stage at the moment with regards to support and everything at the moment. So I think a World Cup win for South Africa will really do that. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want to take it day by day. I want to enjoy the semi final. I said before this World Cup that the minimum for me, I would be really proud of this team if we make it into a semi final. Because if we can win the semi final, even better. But wow, what a performance today. I'm really proud of the boys and the way they came together, and the captaincy, and the way the players felt together. We didn't really need to utilize all our star power today to win, um, but we were absolutely fantastic. MD says finally Proteas team have made the history after many years of choking. Great that they have finally reached the final. Jacoba says, well done, Proteas. You guys keep the Protea fire alive. Sanjay says Zulu and Donald will enjoy this moment. Saran says he's emotional while he came on the show and he expressed that to us. Let me just go a little bit further down. Clock says, huge congratulations to the boys for making history, becoming the first team to reach the final. Best wishes for the final. Dirshan says 32 years, 18 World Cups, first final. Markram's team are already in the history books. Yeah, and I spoke about Markram years ago, and I said that he needs to be our next captain to take the new generation in to the new regime, because it was the perfect timing to make him captain, I feel, with this unit of players. Because a lot of these players would have looked up to Aiden Markram when they were in high school, starting playing Kaimaj all the weeks, etc. Aiden Markram was that next star, that new young star that came into a senior team and managed to hold his own for years in Test cricket. 50 over cricket, he struggled a bit, and in T20 cricket. But he would have been the benchmark for many, many, many young cricketers coming through the system, just like Quinny was for the likes of Aiden and KGs of the world. So Aiden has been that beacon of hope for a lot of younger cricketers, and that inspiration, and for the likes of the Marco Janssens, and the Gerald Coetzee and the Tristan Stubbses, etc. So making him captain after winning the under 19 World Cup as well, that was a massive achievement on its own. But that inspiration that he drives within the team, the way he brings a team together, you saw it with the SEC, with the Sunrisers Eastern Cape, the way he can bring a team together and get them to believe in themselves, and the trust he puts in them. And he's not afraid to take risks as well. So his captaincy has been absolutely brilliant, and I'm so proud of this team. DT says, Khalid, we've been talking about having big match temperament for past 2 years, and I believe that whatever the result is on Saturday, this is the stepping stone to build in champions mentality. 100%. I don't think that the whole nation should start crashing. Say now we don't win this final. I don't think the whole nation should start crashing. I think this is a great stepping stone for the future and for the next tournament and the next tournament. What we're building here is very special. And not only that, a lot of people would have said a couple of years ago, knowing what conditions we've had to face in recent T20 World Cups, that we would be underdogs straight away. And we've overcome these steps. We've now progressed. We've seen progression. We all said we want to see progression. Now we have seen progression. The way we played in that first T20 World Cup, we got knocked out by net run rate. We only lost one game in the whole tournament, and yet we got knocked out by net run rate. We even beat Australia in that tournament. Then the following tournament, okay, yes, we lost to the Netherlands. It was sad, and we didn't. We unfortunately made a little bit more progression, but we still we were a little bit embarrassed in that second T20 World Cup. But then in the 2023 World Cup, we made it to a semi-final again, and we really impressed when people thought that we couldn't do it. And we yes, we lost, and it was a very sad defeat in that semi-final. But now we've gotten to a final, we've gotten to a semi-final again, and then a final in difficult conditions. We got New York. We got one of the worst pitches to play on for the entire group stages, and we had some tricky conditions in leading up to the semi-final. And again today we had tricky conditions, and we overcame them. So fantastic. And also with the form that these bowlers took into this particular tournament, Anich was struggling, KG was struggling, Marco was struggling, and yet all three of them have come to the party and they performed when it mattered. And that's why you must always believe and keep the hope. Bevan, Proteas, waited 25 years for this, he says. Um, let's move on a little bit lower down and we go to some of the latest comments over here, because I don't want to miss any of the latest comments. Um, Ruban says the most important thing the SA board should do is make sure Rob and his backroom staff stay with the team for a longer period to groom the next generation of white ball players. I'm concerned about our. Let's not talk about that. And I don't want to just mess up the stream. Talking about red ball cricket, but I'm concerned about our red ball cricket and what we're going to do for the next generation. I think where we are right now with regards to the white ball cricket, I think we're in a perfect space. We're producing a lot of young talent. Players at kids at school are into T20 cricket, and they that's what they see first, and that's what they've been attracted to. So I don't think we'll have a problem with motivating people to want to play this format. With the SA20, it's incentive now for players to get contracts as well, and we also have a CSA T20 Challenge and an Africa T20 Cup for these players to showcase their talent. We also have a lot of local club leagues, in T20 club leagues for these players to play as well. So T20 cricket has been promoted really well in South Africa. And I think if we can win this World Cup, it will be brilliant for cricket in South Africa. And I think our one-day team is also coming very, very nicely together. The talent that we have coming through in 50 over cricket as well is fantastic, and even in Test cricket, I think our cricket is starting to take shape and go into the right direction. I feel. Smash that like button, please, for me, guys. Quentin van der Kaap says, if we were going to choke, it would have been this game. Amit said, oh, sorry, SA is going to get thrashed really bad in the finals versus India. Thank you for the confidence, bro. Thank you for that comment. Let's move on from that negative one guy. Lawrence says, Aiden Marker, in my opinion, should be made white ball skipper now. No disrespect to Timber, but Aiden is the future. It will only be fitting that he takes over from the ODI side as well. Timing is everything. I mean, I think Aiden Markram is a good captain, and I think you'll be the future. I think in the future you'll be the captain for all three formats. In fact, I think that's very possible of happening. He's a brilliant test player as well, but I mean, I think what Rob Walter's done over this last couple of years now, since he's come in, he's continuously improved this team, and he hasn't been afraid to give young talent a chance and to give them responsibility. And I felt that he did it at the right stages too. And that's what makes it special, is because there was some criticism against him for when he did certain things and who he wants to start and who he wants to play there. Even today, with regards to Riza Hendricks, trusting your experienced players who you know have the quality, giving them that extra game can do wonders for their confidence. And I'm really hoping that it would have done wonders for Riza's confidence and that he plays the final of his life. That's what I'm hoping for, that this game would have given him the confidence that he deserves. But now he seemed a lot better at the crease, a lot more comfortable. After a nervy start, he got himself in and then he started playing more confidently. Credit must go to Rob Walter, 2 years into his reign, and already got us into a World Cup semi-final and final. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Lawrence says Markram record in ICC events is under 19, 6 out of 6. Cricket World Cup 2 out of 3. 2023, 2 out of 3. T20 World Cup 8 out of 8. That's 16 in 16 ICC events plus under 19 World Cup title. Incredible. Football chats is in India or England versus South Africa. Who's stronger? Well, on paper, you would have to say India is stronger. I think that South Africa is stronger than England. We beat them already. I think that we have a much more versatile team. I think we've got strength in the power play. When if our batters are, let's say everybody's in form and everybody is going to have a good game, I think that we've got strikers in the power play. We've got stroke players as well that can adapt the game to slower conditions. We've got a versatile batter at 3 and 4 with Thurston Stubbs and Aiden Markham. We've got some attack guys that can play spin beautifully as well, mainly Andy Klaas and David Miller. We've got big hitter in David Miller that can come in and also go, and Marco Janssen that can finish. So I think we've got one of the most balanced sides we've had in a very, very long time. Perhaps you would maybe say a little bit of a stronger batter at 7, but I feel that Marco Janssen, the job that he does, the role that he does in this team, if the rest of the batting lineup performs, uh, his job is perfect to come in at that period and do well. But I think that our team is stronger than England. India, I think, have a little bit of an edge over us. I just think they're extremely clinical and very good at doing the basics right. But if we can do some if we can repeat what we've done in this World Cup so far by bowling well in the power plays, etc., it will put India on the back foot. And once you put India on the back foot and the fans in the stands start feeling the pressure, you can. That's when you can really go for the juggler and beat India. And other teams have proven that you can get at them. I know they've played extremely well and also been unbeaten in this tournament, but they have been put under pressure a lot as well, just like South Africa have. Um, I just feel that this time we just have that extra bit of mentality to fight. That fighting spirit is in this team, and they're playing for each other. This team and this group of players are playing for each other. They look like they enjoy each other's company on and off the field. I've spent some time with a lot of them, and I sense that amongst them. They are friends on and off the field, even the reserves, the guys that are sitting in the reserves as well. There are a lot of friendships building over here. They enjoy each other's company on the field, off the field. They're fighting for each other. They're playing for each other. You don't see, when we are down, you don't really see their whole spirit drop much. Um, they they find ways to raise each other's spirits, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. And I think this team is a lot more culturally diverse than people think. We've got um, different religions in this team, which is also great. And yeah, a lot of people from different walks of life. Some went to good schools, some went to average schools. There's a lot of different cultures within this team that have come together. So yeah, well done to this to the South Africa, and to I have to give credit to Enoch Nkwe. I mean, he doesn't get enough credit for the structures he's put in place and the trust he put in his coaches and the trust he put in these certain decisions. He is also responsible for this. He also needs to get credit for getting this team to a final. I think what he's done and the structures he's put in place, the work he's doing behind the scenes domestically, he doesn't get credit for that. He only gets criticized, which I think is very, very, very unfair, because he's doing a hell of a lot off the field, behind the scenes, dealing with the board, dealing with all the people that nobody else wants to speak to put structures in place for the future of South African cricket. And it's now paid off. And if we can take it one step further and win this final, it will be even better for South African cricket. It will be wonders for all of us supporting this game. Guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot for giving me an amazing show. It's a record-breaking show tonight. We've had the most amount of live streams that we've ever had on a live show before. And I've streamed for the first time on all 3 platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on X as well. If you guys are on X and Facebook and you don't know about this channel, we do regular shows, live streams on this channel talking about South African cricket. There's plenty of interviews, and the interviews are done in a way that are evergreen. You can go back and watch those interviews because the players tell you a lot about their mentality and about their life and etc. that you can go back and watch. So please go ahead and do so. Go back and watch all of our shows. Go and if you haven't supported us before, go back and give our videos some like and love, and give us a little bit more of a surgeons. We're trying to hit our next milestone of 5,000 subscribers. We've worked really hard to get there. So please help us do so by clicking the subscribe button and also clicking for notification bell for all future videos. I'd also like you guys to please go check our marketplace link in the comment section as well, please. That's very important. Go check that out. Also, download our latest issue of Cricket Fanatics magazine monthly. Every issue is 100% free, straight to your inbox every month. Link is on the screen as well as in the description. We also have a Patreon account if you guys want to support us and you want to help us keep everything alive at the moment. Everything's coming out of my pocket at the moment. The very the little money that I do have making from this, doing this, I put back into the channel. So that's basically what I've been spending it for on really. So if you guys really want to help out with the Patreon account, that will be great. It will really help us a lot on this channel as well. So please go ahead and do so. And don't forget to like, comment, and share. Once this video is done streaming and we end the stream, please go into the comment section and go leave your comments and thoughts there as well. It will really help this video spread, and it will start conversations on YouTube and really get us into the algorithm. So I would really love it if you guys can like, comment, and share after this video has been after this video has ended as well. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay safe, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys again for the preview of the final. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace. Oh, and sorry, the rest of your evening. I'm so used to doing this in the evening. The rest of your morning, and have a great day further. Get some sleep. If you don't have work today, maybe. Otherwise, get, like, if you can, get in 10 minutes or 20-minute power nap before you leave to work. Good luck with work today. Enjoy the rest of your morning, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace out.